So why are we talking about cars and watches? Because Max, when he was young, he wanted to become a car designer before drawing watches. So his favorite watch ever, car ever, sorry, it was the Lamborghini Mira. So we start in 2012 making that type of watch, Horological Machine 5. So as you can see here, it's the back of the Lamborghini Mira. We create the flaps you can open and close. There is a reason for that. It's to leave the light go inside the movement and to have a nice vision and a nice view on the numbers so to read hour and minutes. That model was created, I think, in 1972 for the drivers. It's a driver watch to have the time without removing the hand from the steering for security reasons, because there was no electronic assistance, not any ABS or everything in security. So they create those watches. The complexity, it's always the time, all the time on this is to have easy way to read the time. The numbers originally were so tiny, we had to create something. We are going to have it on the drawer there, I'm going to show you. On all the models you have here, horizontal, you have the numbers on the disc horizontally. And we had to make it, to bring it vertically, so we create this loop sapphire optic prism that will increase 20% of the number and bring it virtually. So what you read here, it's not directly the number, but a projection of a number. Yeah. And this we find the solution in-house to bring this, because it was almost impossible for all the suppliers we asked to do that. It was just crazy. So the second watch here was HM8, same spirit, cap watch, cover engine, same as you can find on the cars, on the pistons, and it was created to thanks for the 10th anniversary of MB&F, all our first MB&F owners. So we offer them the development of the watch and they paid just the price of the watch. So it was a gift for them, and of course to have them, a gift for us. So we had four models, a blue one, a green one, a purple one, a red one, and a black one. So that was in 2016 for the anniversary, and after became the HM8 Can-Am. Can-Am is one of the most famous race you had in the 70s in Canada, America, due to the name Can-Am. There were no limit of power engine. So we could go at 900 horsepower at that period with any assistance, anything. Yeah. And the particularity of the cars, you had that protection on the back of the car to protect the engine. Ah. But there were no protection for the driver, just the helmet. So 90% of the race were won by Porsche that period. Ah. So they split totally, they put limit on the engines, more security and things like that, because it was the Porsche territory and victories. And now this year, so 2 months ago, we launched the HM8 Mark II. So it's a mix of HM5, HM8, HM8. So we have a smaller size, larger vision of the numbers.
I love this.
The strap is with a Velcro, so super easy to set up. Yeah. And the carbon matte color on top brings something super light. And color, you can play with the colors on that. The light is coming very well inside, so it's you can see on the numbers very easy, very distinctly readable. Yeah. And we had two versions, so a white version, non-limited, and the green version, limited at 33 pieces. And this is the story of the car watches made by MB&F. You can see some drawers to see the evolution of the design and some pictures on the wall.
That is super. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So these people very kindly have just given you the MB&F a person that was chatting about the history of the a driving watch. I found that so interesting. I knew very little, but to hear that story is really delightful. And of course, this watch was designed to have on your wrist whilst you were driving, and the time would be displayed here. So it's actually cool. And I'm going to whiz very quickly over to the one that drew my attention, which is the HM8 Mark II. Now, I know that Paul Thorpe likes this watch, and over in the Geneva Watch Days marquee, there is this watch on a white bracelet, and I know that he said that he likes it. But at the very beginning, I actually shot some photographs with that watch in the display cabinet, and I must admit there is something about it that I really do like, and I feel like I should call this the Paul Thorpe watch. I don't know if he will like that, but anyway, this is the HM8 Paul Thorpe, and of course it's in green and gold. The colours are brilliant. But anyway, let me go back to the beginning here. So you've just overheard a better account of the history, but you can see how the design concept has filtered through. The design themes have filtered through into the next design iterations and colorways, and aren't they super? In fact, standing here looking at these, it's I like them even more. But I don't know if it's because I've heard the story or I can appreciate the design, but they're really good. They are super. Look at that. Yeah, they are. It's so different. Today, of course, I've put on the G-Shock. I know people like G-Shock, so but in contrast, you can see there is a difference. This is one type of watch, and these are. They're a style and a theme and an interest and a story all in one. I suppose like all watches, but I love seeing the movement displayed on the top like this. Isn't that good? That is super. And of course we get back to the Paul Thorpe. There is something very cool about that, the casing colour and the detail. I can tell you up close the exquisite attention to build quality is very evident. They are so well built. It is very striking. Anyway, I wanted to show you this because I thought it was such a delightful feature, and it looks so good. And yeah, the driving watch and a little bit of history by MB&F.